Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Dirty Bones, and we've got a new map. You are going to want to stick around for this one. This is a South American map by Oito, who has brought us many great things. It's for all platforms. There's two required mods. It is called BR-163 MS Brazil. Map based on a stretch of the BR-163 highway in the region of the city of Dourados in the state of Mato Grosso do Sul, Brazil. I hope I didn't butcher that. Adding several characteristics of the region, a region that produces mainly corn and soybeans. The map has 75 viable lands, 47 fields, 2 grain sell points, multiple production points, a quarry, sawmill, animal dealership, vehicle shop, BGA, and a bunch of new productions. And just a note, all structures such as houses and sheds that are in the purchasable areas can be removed. In multiplayer, Farm 1 can remove fences and gates across the entire map. There are 2 required mods, gas station and packaged mega silo. All right, let's get into it. So this is where we spawn in. We are going to be moving around quite a bit in this map. There is a lot to do. So let's get at her. We'll start with downtown here. So if we cross the street, we have our bakery right in here. And you can go in your bakery. It's a little loud. Purchase for 80 bucks. Whoops. We'll head on out. If you go around the back side, you can get in your gate. And there is your bakery cell right there. And this is another sell point. I believe it is the food market. Oh, fruits and vegetables. All right. Now we're going to run over and we're going to grab ourselves a truck. That is ours on the map. Right in here. The agro farm. Now these gates, you have to open each one. Now we have liquid concentrated herbicide and fertilizer in the back of these. I'll explain a little later. That forklift right there is ours to use. And if we head out, now I gotta try and remember, some of these are a little difficult to get into. And I have discovered an issue with, I believe this is one of them. So there's your buy point there. I cannot get, I think it's this one, this gate. Oh, this wasn't it. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. So that buy point was your carpentry and the, oh, that's where it was. It was back around the other side. Sorry, folks, we got to do a quick little U-ball here. And there is a gate right here. That is where your sell point is. We'll keep on going down to the end. Now this one was around the back. Go around the back here. There is another sell point here, and you can, that's your spinnery, and then next door is our building material store. There's a buy point and a sell point, and they are just over here. You got to open that gate and go in there, and then around to the front side. Whoop. We're going to leave that, though. We go around back here. There's another production. Down in here, I believe the dairy. Right over here. See on the other side of this truck. Right here. There's your buy point, your spawn point, and your management point. Now, if we take a quick little drive. There we go. Now we're gonna cheat here. I don't know if I can get through here. Actually, we're not gonna cheat because that ditch looks a little rough. Do this as quick as we can. Now there's a point right here, and it'll probably work for me now. I couldn't get this gate open before. Yeah, it's still not gonna open. I don't know why. And there is another one right over here that also does not open, and I don't know why. So those are your restaurant and your supermarket. So we're going to leave this for now, leave our truck where it is, and we're going to move on up over here. We've got our vehicle workshop. Comes out the back. We've got a forklift that's available. And there is a large spawn point right back here. Now, if we continue on down here, we've got our grain warehouse. We'll check it out. There's our sell point right here. It is a massive yard. Wide open. Trucks everywhere. Running trucks. Good animations everywhere. We will move on. Workshop and tire repair. And there's a gas station here. We'll drop into one of these. So here we are right here. You can repair your vehicle. Where's the gas station? I'm turned around here. Gas station is over here. And then you have 2 sell points here. This one is for your ethanol, and then you've got your farmer's kiosk right next door. We will move on to the warehouse. Excuse me. Now, the warehouse is kind of important because I will show you a few things that are different on this map. First, we'll go visit. We will go down to our productions. So we have our 2 own productions that are on our farm, which we will go to soon. But if you go into the available, I want you to notice a few things. So in our bakery, we've got our pallets and our flour. Outgoing is bread, and there's trash. Now remember that for later on. There are a few in here that have trash. Your manure here for your biogas, methane and electric. You've got bricks here, which you need. Cement bags, dirt, pallets, and tools. So the only thing that I have been able to figure out going through this map is tools, and there is another one, mining equipment. You have to buy at certain stores in order to supply them. So you'll have to go and pick them up. There's no way to produce them that I can figure out. I pretty much bought the whole map thinking there was a spot hidden somewheres. But as you can see, as we go down, there's still more trash, tools and mining equipment. So it's not just a standard, you know, like here, for example, put your cotton in, get pallet, and your pallets, and you get your fabric. You got trash too to take care of. And we'll go through all that as we move along. Sugar mill produces ethanol, straw, digestate. All right. Let's go back up to our map. And here is, so your warehouse is one of the points where you can buy this stuff. If we open it up and you click to the left a few, where is it? There's mining equipment there, and there's tools there. All right, and we'll head down over here. Here is your biogas plant, just your standard biogas plant. They tuck us in a stupid little corner here. Let's get out of here. There we are. There's your trigger. There and there, and then you've got your compact right there. And we will head on to this side. So, this is where it starts to get a little interesting. We have constructibles. Part of the map, if you want to get across this bridge, you need to construct this bridge. So, starting off, we need 5,000 tools. Here's our bridge that we're going to build. Nice wooden bridge to get us across. And if we head over here, we've got a second constructible concrete bridge. Add everything you need. Can we get up on here? No, we can't. Construct your bridge. So, you can get through this little spot right here. I believe I haven't actually been up to it. We might take a quick drive there to see. But yeah, this is pretty much cut off until you build one of these bridges. And here is our garbage dump. So our garbage dump is where all our trash needs to be brought. Pretty neat. Nice, cool little additions in here. And then over here we have our sawmill. Like I said, our sawmill is pretty straightforward. There is some trash in here. Oh, sorry, we switched to spinnery. There is no trash in here, I don't believe. Nope, there is nothing. And we're not going to bother going to our, well, I guess we will. You guys probably want to see what it looks like. There's our manage point, and then around the corner here, we have our sell point here. And it's pretty wide open. Everything that I've noticed on here is be prepared. There are gates at all entrances throughout the map. And here you have Grandpa Walter's guest room. So if you want to take some equipment down over here, you can. It's got a sleep trigger. You can sleep wherever you want. Grandpa's little farm. Store some equipment. This is not yours, by the way. None of this equipment is yours. All right, let's move on. We're heading up to the... We'll go to our farm now, I guess. Seeing as though we're here. So there's our spawn point. If we come around the back side... Let's get out of here. Open our gate. There we go. All our equipment sitting here. Harvester, grain trailer, grain cart. You're set up for your corn. And a couple of tractors. And you have goats here. So you have 20. And they are full. of grass. Not showing everything for the meadow, but your grass is full. 20 of 34, and then you've got your other equipment here. You're pretty much loaded up for everything. You've got both seeders, water, excuse me, liquid fertilizer, cultivators, malters, and then there's your silo. And you have your two productions that are right here, and these are your fertilizer mixers and your herbicide mixer. So if we go into these are concentrated herbicide, which is what we had in the back of the truck. And then all we have to do is add water. Now, if you look on the map, if you run out down this road out of the farm, there is a little trail right here where you can get some water from, or you can go in here and get some water. I don't believe you could actually get it from here. Actually, maybe what we'll do is we will take a piece of equipment for a little ride and go have a look. There we are. Take the little case. Oh, I don't know which way these gates open. Better back up a little bit. That's what I figured. Okay, so we've got to go around to the left. Beautiful little map. Huge areas, it seems like. I don't know if it's just the way it's laid out, but it seems like everything is just massive. Oh, you do have another entrance here. So you have your little creek here. I don't think there's going to be a way to load up over here. But, is this the road? No, this is not the road. So you've got to head up, down, over here. Take a look around. Take it all in. Oito has made some great stuff and contributed greatly to this game. We can head on down here. We will come to a little pond. And this is a little kind of forestry area in here. You can buy this stuff. There's your pond on the right-hand side. Sneak down in there somehow. Little waterfall. And if you buy this area for logging, there's a little area down in here to keep your equipment. And that's about it in there. But we will move on. What do we got left? We got this top part here. There's your brick factory. We'll take a visit. Your management. There's your spawn point. And I can't remember where other point was. It's not this way. Dump here, and your spawn point is right here. If we head up over here, we've got our food factory. We'll pay this a visit. There you are in there. I believe it was... Nope, I think it was around the other side. If we can sneak through here. Is this it? No, this wasn't it. Sorry, folks, there was a lot to take in on this map. Oh, right here. Wasn't it? Yeah, right there. Alright, so then from there we move on to our serial list. We'll pay this a visit. There's our feed point, and our spawn point was not over here, I don't believe. There it is, right over here. It's pretty much, I believe this one is exactly the same. Like, as far as looks, it looks extremely close to the same as that. Now, we've got our quarry. We're going to start with our cement factory. We'll pay this a visit. Actually, we'll go to management first. So as you can see, our cement factory's got our dirt, lime, pallets, tools, mining equipment and it produces cement bags. So you're going to be buying a lot of stuff for the cement factory. However, you do have a way of getting around here. And actually, I should have gone to the spawn point first, which I believe is over here. Sorry if you can't hear me, it's a little loud. Where was it? So here you can bring in everything right here. Where was that spawn point? There it is, right there. Everything will be coming in here, and now we'll take a little run into... Can we get up here? Yeah, we can. Beautiful. In here. Nice big quarry. Big circular road coming all the way down. There we are. So you can dump everything into here. So this is, sorry, there we are. So this is our limestone production. So you bring everything into here. Here is your management right over here. I'm gonna get out of here because it's too loud. You can't hear me. What were we looking for? Limestone production right here. So you've got your stone, your tools, your mining equipment, and it gives you a 2,000 lime. And we will head up to the other portion of the map. Or, sorry, the quarry. Sorry, it's a little loud. Right here, you can get your lime. Now we're going to sneak up the top. We're going to cheat and just run up here. And here you have all of your materials, which are your dirt, your sand, and your stones. All right, so we're going to move on from there. We'll head on down over here to your sugar mill. Now, your sugar mill's got quite a bit on it, too. We'll head back in here. Sugar mill. You put sugar cane and tools, and you get ethanol, straw, and digestate. There's our management bar. There's our spawn point. And where is our... Oh, right. This was away from everything. So there's, I believe this is the one. There's two separate entrances for this one. We're actually going around a different way. So there's your 1 point there. And then if we keep going all the way back over here, I should have went the other way to show you something. There is a separate entrance for this area. So this is where you bring everything right in here. But the entrance you have to come in, and you've got to zigzag through all these trucks that are waiting here. Here's your entrance right here. And here's your entrance for the main part that we were first in. Go around here. And there's your trigger point right there. So you can see there's a maze of areas where you have to go around. So this is where we just came into. And then there was the little trigger point right over there. And then around here and back in here is where you give the supplies. Excuse me again. Okay, so we will move on out of there. Did we get this one yet? Yeah, the biogas plant we didn't get. So, those materials you can buy at two places, the warehouse and the building material supply shop. So that's where you can get your mining equipment and your tools. Let's get out of here because it's kind of loud. There we go. So yeah, those are the two places that you can get your materials. I have bought in pretty much all this map, so I haven't discovered any other surprises. There are little areas in here. You can buy these little wooded areas, and then they've got little entrances so that you can put buildings down or whatever you want to do to keep equipment, or just keep your equipment out there altogether. So it's a beautiful little map, and I hope everybody enjoys. I'm Dirty Bones. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. Stay dirty, everyone. Peace.